So we had discussed syllable stress, right?
Right.
Today we'll talk about it in detail. So we discussed yesterday that syllable is very important. It's a small unit of a word, right?
Or
And in order to pronounce the word correctly, we need to understand what are the syllables. So we have to break
right.
the syllables in a right way. And we also discussed that a syllable has to have a vowel at least. At least one vowel has to be there. With one vowel, it can
Right.
have one consonant, that's okay. But one vowel has to be there. That's a prerequisite. That's the most important thing, right? Now, when I say vowel or consonant, it I mean sound, right? So a small unit
Right.
of a word called syllable has to have at least one vowel sound that is mandatory. All right. Okay. Why
Right.
do we need stressed and unstressed syllables to make a rhythm in this speech? And that's how people recognize the words. As I
Right.
shared, there are some words, if you change the syllable stress, if you change the same
Meaning will
word's syllable stress to a different syllable, entire meaning is changed, right?
right.
And it sounds differently, like invalid, invalid. These things we discussed.
Yes.
Okay, let's move on. This will do it. Okay. So there are some words. These are some of the marks. This is called. Wait, what's that? Yeah. So this, if you can see, this apostrophe kind of thing is called stressed. So after this, any letter comes, any syllable comes, that syllable has to be stressed, right? And
Okay.
this is called unstressed syllable swa. So
Okay.
any vowel sound in a syllable when it is unstressed or reduced, what happens? It sound a, e, e, a, o, whatever it is, it becomes a.
Oh.
After being reduced, it becomes this swa sound, and this is called
Okay.
unstressed. That means it lost its originality.
So
Okay, and this sometimes you'll find this also. So you can see a apostrophe in the
down below. Okay.
yes. So this is called secondary stress syllable. That means here you have to give stress, but little as compared to the this syllable. So basically, there are three kinds of things. One, unstressed. There will be swa. One, secondary stress, and one, primary stress. Three kinds of things will be visible when we talk about primary stress.
Okay.
That has to be the most important thing. Then sometimes you'll find secondary stress. That means you have to stress, but little less than this one. And these are unstressed syllables. Okay, with swa sound. Sometimes they are also represented with dots. Similarly, primary stress, secondary stress, and this is no stress. Sometimes,
Okay.
all right?
So basically, secondary stress means it is an intermediate stress kind of, you can say, the
Yeah,
middle.
yes. So, for example, sometimes you can see this compete, compete. So, this is no stress, and this is stressed. Compete. Where it is unstressed, will move faster. Compete. We don't say compete. We don't say compete. No, compete. That means you have to move quickly. Compete. Okay, so this we discussed. Okay, these are the in detail primary stress, secondary stress, and unstressed syllable. So annotation. This we discussed. So these all five important vowel sound gets reduced to this schwa.
Oh, schwa sound.
Now let's move on. We discussed this absent,
Yes.
about, after, afford, address, address. So
Address.
in noun it is address, address. A has got this. A has stress, address, and in verb it is address. So this becomes swa, and this is stress, address. This is adverb, admit, admit. Okay, allergy, allergic. So these things we discussed yesterday. Let's move on. I think we discussed here also.
Yes.
Product, produce. Product, produce. Process, proceed. Problem, problem, procedure. Problem, procedure. Problem, procedure. Right?
Right.
Problem, procedure. Procedure. Okay, prophet, professor, these things does. Okay, now how to identify how many syllables are there in a word? So that's crucial. How to find that? That's really difficult, right?
Right.
Okay, so can you see this picture?
Yes.
So what we have to do is, in order to find what is the right syllable, we should do a small exercise that will help you do that. So whenever I say a word, let's say, for example, education, education. Okay. Now, when I say I can take this hand like this and just
Mm-hmm.
fit in here, right? And try to pronounce this word.
Education.
Education. Education. Education.
Education.
Can you see? Education. Can you see? How many times when you pronounce this word, how many times it touches your
I
palm?
education. I think 4 times. I think.
Four times, correct. So basically, and remember, each syllable has to have a vowel
Each
sound.
level has to have a vowel sound.
Yes. So it will be like this. H, U, K, Shan. So everywhere you can see
Mm-hmm.
there is a vowel sound. Sorry. Here there is a vowel sound H, U, K.
A.
So
A.
that simply means that so everywhere there has to be a vowel sound and it's there. So these are the four syllables, right? And you have to pronounce that. Education, education. Now this is clear how to find a syllable. Now, for example, syllable is another word. Syllable. Now this word was there. Can you see? Oh, see. Four syllable. Now syllable. Say syllable. Syllable.
Syllable.
Try to be a
Syllables.
bit faster so that it will be natural. Syllable. Syllable.
Syllable. Syllable.
Touch it strongly.
Syllable.
Syllable. And whenever you feel that there is a push, sylla, we don't say syllable. Syllable. And be natural. Syllable.
Syllable.
So you can see
Syllable.
that there are three syllables, and every time, whenever you find a syllable, there has to have there has to be a vowel sound. It's mandatory. Okay, so this has three syllables. Now, you can see that in both of these two words,
Mm-hmm.
three syllable, and here it is four syllables.
Four syllable.
Now, one syllable is highlighted. Can you see?
Yes.
So most of the time, when there are two syllables only, so it's okay. When there is only one syllable, no stress. But when there are two syllables or more than two syllables, one syllable has to be highlighted. This is the rule. And if there are so many syllables, maybe two stress. But at least one stress will always be there. Like here, we don't say syllable; it is syllable. So that syll gets the stress. Syllable. Syllable we don't say, or syllable we don't say. We say syllable. So these two gets unstressed,
Mm-hmm.
and this gets stressed. Syllable, right?
Syllable.
Okay. Similarly, this is the word education. How do you pronounce it?
Education.
And
E.
remember, you have to pronounce the syllables very honestly. Education, education. Now it is pronounced like education. Now, now mix it. Education.
Education.
So where to give the stress?
On the key.
K.
Only. K.
Yes. So it has to be like this.
Cation.
Education. Like this way. Stare.
Education.
You have to go here high and then come back. Education. I have this education.
Education.
What is your education? What's your education? Right? So this K all the time will have this stress. Education.
Okay.
Great. So you understood how to find the syllable?
Yes.
Okay. So now we have to discuss where to stress. Okay. Now, for example, let's check some rules. How to find syllable. All right. Now, for example, you can see there are two syllable words. We're talking about now two syllable words. The first one is a noun, adjective, and verb. So mostly we categorize two syllable words in three parts. For example, right now, maybe noun, maybe adjective, and maybe verb. Right? So, and this is the rule. Sometimes this changes also. As you know, that English has so many exceptions, but generally this is the rule we follow. So
Okay.
for noun, what happens? The first syllable gets this stress. For example, it's garden. Garden. We don't say garden, we say garden. We don't say garden. It is gar and done. And this is not dane, this is done. Because it gets reduced, swa sound will come. So garden,
Oh,
garden,
God.
right? Yes. And here it is. What is this?
This is option.
Ocean, ocean.
Ocean.
Correct, ocean.
Ocean.
Very good. And here it is.
This is rocket.
But you don't have to separate it, right? I can understand
Rocket.
rocket. So it has to be very smooth, connected rocket. But you have to just remember that this syllable will be highlighted. It will be like this. All the time, it will be like this.
Oh, rocket.
Like this. You start here and come here. So garden, ocean, rocket, 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 garden, ocean, like this. Understood? So when you have a two-syllable word, you understand that it's a noun. We have to follow this rule. First
Okay.
syllable gets the stress: garden, ocean, rocket. Now, if it is an adjective, then again the first syllable gets the stress. For example, what is this?
Easy.
Okay, can we say easy? Easy. No, this is wrong. Again, same. Easy, easy. Take it easy. Take it easy. Take it easy. No, take it easy, right? And
Yes.
this one,
Anxious.
anxious. Okay. I told you there is no CS, it's shus
Yes.
only. Right?
Anxious.
Anxious, correct. This sound will come. Anxious,
Anxious.
anxious. It's not anxious, anxious. And it's having a stress. Okay. Now, what about this?
Yes. It's splendid.
Splendid, splendid,
Splendid.
splendid. So splendid. So when we say splen, it is here. And when we say did, it goes down. Splendid, splendid.
Splendid.
Oh, that's splendid. That's splendid, right? So always remember, you have to go like this and like this.
Come down.
So we understood noun and adjective so far. Now let's see verb. Verb behaves differently.
Okay.
So noun and adjective gets the first syllable stress and verb gets second syllable stress. So we easily identify which are nouns and which are adjectives and which are verbs, right? So we
Right.
can find out, now, for example, it's a two-word verb. We can say
Hmm.
enjoy.
Enjoy.
Not so much.
Relax.
So here verb will
Enjoy.
follow this pattern, opposite.
Yes.
We can say, we don't say enjoy, it's enjoy, right? We don't say
Enjoy.
relax. We don't say relax, we say relax. See the difference?
No.
Enjoy, relax, suggest. Can you see the difference? Enjoy,
Yes.
relax, suggest. And had it been noun, enjoy, relax, relax and relax, relax and relax. There's a difference. Can you see?
Yes.
So in verb, we have to stress on second syllable. Can you pronounce all these once again?
Yes. Garden. Ocean. Rocket. Easy. Anxious. Splendid. Enjoy. Relax. Suggest.
Very good, very good. Okay. Now let's talk about ground rule two. This is the extension of rule one. So again, we're talking about two syllable words stress. Now, there are so many words which sometimes act as noun and sometimes
Mhm.
act as verbs. All right. There are so
Right.
many verbs and so many words like this. For example, so ADDICT. Okay. It is noun and as well as a verb. So how do you pronounce this word?
The first one we need to addict. The
Hmm.
first one we need to raise this thing, addict, and the verb will be. The next one will be a sound, and then the this thing, addict and addict. So this is noun and the verb.
No, yes, that's you are right, but your sound should say the difference. The difference was not
Okay.
there.
Okay.
You got the concept, but the sound difference was I could not make the difference.
Addict, addict.
Addict, addict, addict,
So,
addict. So here you said rightly, it's a and dict, small dict. Okay,
okay.
and here a
And the
and
dict,
dict is bigger. Addict,
addict,
addict, addict, addict.
addict, addict, Date, kind of.
Very good. Good. Okay. Number two,
So this is conduct, and this
conduct.
is
Yes. Con. So when it is stressed, it will get the right original pronunciation of the syllable. It's conduct. Conduct.
conduct, conduct,
I didn't. I like your conduct. He conducts well. Conduct, noun. So
conduct.
see, you can understand when I say conduct, that means I'm giving conduct, right? I'm going back to this. When I say conduct, conduct, that is verb. Okay,
Yes.
go ahead. So this,
Conflict, or this is conflict. Then this is contest and contest.
hmm.
This is convert,
No,
convert.
you are stressing word. It should be
Okay. Convert and
convert,
convert,
convert, convert.
convert, convert.
Hmm.
Then this is convict, convict.
Hmm.
And then this is defect, defect, and this is defect,
Defect, defect, defect, defect, defect.
defect, defect. Then this is desert and desert,
Desert, dessert, desert, dessert. Once again,
desert, desert,
wait. Here it is not zerd stress. It's desert, dessert,
de-
desert, dessert.
desert, and desert.
Yes, it is day and then zert. Desert, dessert.
Oh,
Can you see my difference? Can you see the way I speak? Desert, dessert. So this differentiation has to be there, very distinct. Desert,
okay,
dessert. Desert, dessert.
okay. Desert, desert.
No. Just relax. Relax, and you don't have to make a different body postures. Only concentrate on your sound. Desert, desert, dessert.
Desert, desert.
No, same sound is coming.
Okay. Desert, desert,
So you have to sit on day, not zert. Desert, dessert.
desert, desert.
And don't pronounce this one. Sometimes this is coming from your mouth. Z. This is not there in English.
Oh,
Desert, desert, dessert. Desert, dessert. Desert.
desert, desert,
Yeah. So
desert.
fall down. Desert, desert, dessert. Try to do this hand
Desert.
activity. Desert, dessert. So that will automatically, subconsciously it will help you.
Okay. Desert,
Hmm.
desert,
Hmm.
desert,
Try to go smooth.
desert,
Try to go smooth like desert, dessert.
desert, desert,
Not
desert,
so fast. Slowly, smoothly. English is very smooth language, right? So we have to say
desert,
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 dessert. Okay, move on.
desert, desert.
Okay, now next nine number.
Now number is increase,
So why there is a
increase,
gap? Why there is a gap between syllables? There should not be any gap. Increase, increase,
increase,
increase, increase,
increase, increase, increase,
increase, increase, increase, increase.
increase, increase.
Hmm, same is coming. So close your eyes and try to hear what you're saying. Close your eyes and try to hear what you say. And now pronounce.
increase, increase,
Second was good. First was not good.
in,
Increase. And don't have the gap between these two syllables, not at all. In English, they don't have the gap between words. Syllables is a far away. So
okay.
increase,
Increase,
increase, increase, increase. Okay, perfect.
increase, increase,
Yeah.
insult, insult,
The third is getting a stress. Insult, insult.
insult,
Yeah.
insult,
Insult, insult,
ins,
insult.
okay. Insult,
Ah,
insult,
correct. Okay. And when you pronounce these words, we don't have to make a different mouth movement or that unnecessary. We don't have to stress our articulators. We have to focus on how to pronounce this first. That's it.
okay.
Insult, insult. Very relaxed. Always be relaxed when you pronounce these words, and automatically things will be fine. Okay, now 11 number.
Object, object,
What happens is object. Ob has a stress. Object, 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 object.
object,
Hmm.
object,
Hmm.
object, object.
Mhm.
Okay, I'll practice that thing.
Object.
Object.
Hmm. So don't be in hurry. Don't be in hurry. Just be relaxed and cool. I can see that you're trying to stress your articulators. You're trying to move your head. Don't do that. That is not required. Only this is not the work of head or body. It's only this articulators. They have to be used correctly, and that can only be possible when your body is relaxed. So focus will be here, like object, object, object. Did I move my body and head? No. Object, object. Okay. This is very
Object.
crucial.
Object. Okay. Present. Present.
Why Zent is so strong? Present, present.
Present. Okay.
Correct.
Present. Present.
So you are speaking same word in two different
Present.
ways. So remember, present, present, present. Okay, do I sound different? Present, 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 present.
Present. Present. Kind of this.
Don't move your head. So you're trying to use your body to pronounce something. We don't have to use force, external force. It's internal, right? And always be still when you speak or talk because that will give you confidence. So it is present, present, present. I'll give you a present. I'll give you a present. I'll, I'll present you. I'll present you a present. I will present you a present. Right.
Okay. Present. Yeah. Present.
Hmm.
Present. 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 Kind of. I'll practice that thing.
So remember, don't bring your force. Don't try to use your external force. Don't try to be highlight your volume so much. No, it's simple. You have that flexibility. You can do it. Just be chill. Just be relaxed in a still position, and you can say present, 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 present. Okay, number 12, 13.
Produce. Produce. No, it is
Produce. It is
produce.
produce, 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 produce.
Produce.
Hmm.
Produce.
Produce, produce.
Produce.
Follow me what I'm
Produce.
saying. Produce, produce. Produce, produce.
Produce,
Hmm.
produce,
Mhm. Produce, produce.
produce, produce,
It's like, okay.
produce,
Produce. Produce has to be slightly longer. See, uh, stressed word will be slightly longer, slightly, not much. So produce,
pro,
produce,
produce.
produce. Uh, can you see my fingers?
Yeah.
Produce. And in second, produce. How can I do that? Like this. If these are two fingers, produce, right? And in second, produce, 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 produce. So try to use some kind of metaphor or some kind of hand gestures that will help you in pronouncing.
Okay.
Okay, now
Pro,
let's come
produce.
produce. So move quickly. I told you when it is unstressed, you have to move quick from that place. We don't have to stay there. When it is stressed, yes, stay there. Produce. Sorry, I made a mistake. Produce, 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 produce. See, I moved quickly. Produce and produce, produce, produce.
Produce,
Stay
produce,
slightly longer, slightly, not much. Okay, let's move.
pro, produce. Kind of this thing. I'll try next one. Okay, I need to practice this. Let's see.
And try to,
Progress,
I request you to
progress.
try to practice the same day which the day we had practice. Otherwise, after 2 days, 3 days, even if you look back, it will not connect. So today I'm getting it. So just
Mhm.
practice that day. Just have a look wherever you're sleeping or anywhere. Just try to listen and try to practice.
No.
Okay, number 14.
Progress. Yeah. Progress.
Hmm.
Progress.
Yeah, better. Very
Progress.
good.
Progress.
Correct. That was better. Very good.
Then this
Yes.
is next one is rebel. How do you
Rebel.
rebel?
Rebel.
Rebel. Rebel.
We say
Rebel.
we say rebel, 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 rebel,
Rebel. Rebel. This is REBL. What is actually that means? That is a what?
rebel. Rebel means to protest.
Okay.
So rebel,
Re,
rebel, not re. Rebel, 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 rebel,
rebel.
rebel, rebel.
Rebel. Rebel. Rebel.
No,
Rebel.
I think in verb part you are having some problems. So there you have to rise, go up, and in noun you have to go down, right? So rebel, rebel, rebel,
Rebel.
rebel, 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 oh, rebel, rebel, rebel,
Rebel.
rebel.
Rebel. Okay. Rebel. Rebel.
In word,
Rebel.
mostly you are making mistakes. You have to go high. Rebel, 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 rebel,
Rebel.
rebel, rebel,
Rebel.
rebel. Okay, number
Rebel.
15.
Record. Record.
Okay,
Record.
in British
Record.
English they call it record. In American they call it record.
Okay.
We can say record. Rec will get this is record. Record. It is record. Record. You can
Record.
pronounce like this big one, rec and
Mhm.
small erd. Record. So you mix it, it becomes
record,
record. Record.
record, record, record.
Mix it. Mix it.
Yeah, record, record, record.
Okay, wait, listen to me. Record, record. Record, record. Record, record. Record, record. Record, record. Can you see in erd I'm moving fast, and here in ord I'm staying. Record,
Yes.
record, record, record,
Record,
record,
record,
record, record, record.
record, record,
Correct. Very good.
record, record.
Very good. Very good. All right. Number 17.
Research, research,
Mhm.
research, research, research.
So every time your search is getting stress. Research, 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 research. Can you see? Re is getting push. Research, research, research. And here, research, research. I'm quickly moving from re. And here I'm staying at re. Research, research, research.
Research, research,
Hmm.
research, research,
Very good. This was good. Now you're getting it.
research, research.
Okay. 18.
Then uh, subject, subject,
Hmm.
subject, subject,
Uh, 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 uh. First one was
subject,
subject.
subject,
So don't you don't have to break. It has this together. Subject, subject,
subject,
subject,
subject,
subject.
subject, subject,
No, no, no. Subject.
subject,
Huh.
subject,
Verb is not.
subject,
You have to go high. Subject, subject. Mostly in
subject,
this part you are making mistake.
subject.
So what happens is you're pronouncing all these things in a similar fashion, and mostly noun is correct. Verbs are getting problems.
Okay.
Subject, subject, subject. Can you see the difference? Subject,
Yes.
subject.
Subject, subject,
Ah, fine, good. Last one.
subject, subject, suspect, suspect,
Yes, very good.
suspect, suspect.
Good, 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 very good. Now, can you read this?
Do you object to this object?
Hmm. So first of all, you have to understand which one is a verb and which one is a noun.
Mhm.
This one is what?
First one is basically the do you object. Basically, it comes to be a noun kind of thing.
No,
No, no, sorry, it's verb basically.
it's verb and this is noun.
This is noun.
Accordingly, pronounce it.
Do you object to this object?
Better. Do you object to this object? Do you object to this object? You can reduce. You can follow the swa rule. Do you object to this object?
Do you object to this object?
Better. Better. Okay. The second one.
The convict, no, the convict
Hmm.
was convicted again.
Yes, the convict was convicted. Very good. The convict was convicted again. Super. Very good. Okay. Now let's have some ground rules. Oh, we have some time. Very good. This was ground rule number 2. So this has to be 3. Why I have to be 4? Okay, I will correct it. Okay. Words ending Now, this is something that we have to understand. I'm giving you some sample rules. When you find that there are words having this in the end, Tion. What is the sound? Sound is shun. It is called shun.
Shun.
Or Sion again, pronunciation would be shun. Okay, all the time.
Okay.
Okay, when you find there is a word having shun in the end, we stress on the second syllable from the last. When
Okay.
you find any word having shun in the end of the word as its
Mm-hmm.
syllable, last syllable, we stress on the second syllable from the last. So we count from the last and we find which one is second, and that syllable is being stressed. Okay, like ambition. Like ambition
Mm-hmm.
is like this is the word. Now, if I read it like this, ambition, how do I sound? Ambition. So ambition is wrong. Ambition is also wrong. What is right? It's ambition. That is right. Ambition.
Oh,
So let me pronounce it in three ways again. Ambition, which is wrong. Ambition. So I'm stressing here, third one, which is wrong. And the correct one is ambition. So B is getting the stress because this is second from the last.
okay.
Ambition. This is position. This is
Collision.
position.
Oh, yes. Collision.
Correct. Collision.
Collision.
Correct. Collision. Yes.
This is
So
collision.
SION gets the Zen kind of sound. Zen, right? And this gets
Yes.
shun. Okay. So collision, decision.
Yes.
Now,
Ambition, position, collision, decision.
correct. Once again.
Ambition,
Hmm.
position, collision, decision.
Okay, we call it position, right? Here is a stress. We can reduce this O sound to swa, right? Because this is
Okay.
unstressed. So
Yes.
position, position.
Yes.
So Z is getting a stress. Position. Okay,
Position,
correct.
position,
Okay, this is
collision,
yeah. We can also say collision. We can also say collision sometimes. Chalega. Collision, and this is
decision,
the season.
decision,
The season. Okay. Okay, super, very good. Okay, what was the first word? Education. How do you say it?
education. So that also we need to stress on the last, second last, basically
Correct.
second one. So
Say it.
education.
Education. Correct. All right. So this we discussed now. Rule number 5. These are for longer words. And most of the times, when you don't understand where to stress, check the dictionary, right? And you can see this one.
Mm-hmm.
So you understand. Oh, after this, whatever comes, that syllable has to be stressed.
Stress.
And when you find this one, you can understand that, oh, this is the secondary stress. And when you don't find anything, you understand that, oh,
That
this
is
is
the normal
reduced.
stress.
Great. All right. So when there are words ending with CY, EY,
Mm-hmm.
PHY, GY, and AL, if these are the syllables, these are the syllables that are in the end of the word. So we stress on the third syllable from the last. So we
Okay.
have to just remember this, and that will come through practice. Don't worry. So whenever you find such kinds of syllables like CY, TY, PHY, GY, AL. That means we have to stress on the third syllable from the last. For example, we don't say democracy. We don't say, now let me read it wrongly. Democracy, democracy, democracy. Can you see? I'm sounding weird. Democracy, democracy, democracy. So all are wrong. What is the right? Democracy, 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 democracy. So MO is getting the stress. This is one, two, and third. The third one we have to stress. Okay, now can you demonstrate? Come on, demonstrate it. And remember, you don't have to be breaking between syllables. You have to go slightly faster. Democracy, only staying at this stressed on all will be quick pronunciation, and here you have to stay a bit longer. Democracy. Come on, say it again.
Democracy.
Very good.
Democracy. Geography.
Yeah, geography, geography, geography. So you don't have to be that fast. Geography. You can be like this. Geography, democracy, democracy, geography, technology, logical.
Capability. Capability.
Capability, yes, capability, capability. So in capability, see, you can see there are five syllables, right? And all the syllables have to be pronounced. Though unstressed, that means we have to pronounce, but we don't have to stress it. But it has to come to my sound, my ear. So we can say capability, capability. So this has to be different. This has to be different. This has to be different, and all this. So we can say capability, capability. Then only your sound will be amazing if you pronounce all the syllables and just trying to stress on the stress syllables. So again, democracy, geography, technology, technology, illogical, illogical, capability, capability. So this E sound is reduced here. So this E sound gets reduced, becomes swa. Capability, capability. See, I don't say capability. I say capability. So that's how we have to understand it. So once again, can you do it?
Yes. Democracy.
Okay.
Geography. Technology. Illogical. Capability.
Capability, capability. All right. Okay, wonderful, great. Okay, now you have to read it. Come on. Now you know the rules. Read it, uh, considering the rules which you learned here.
Okay. My geography. This
Ah,
thing.
so don't be so dramatic. Be natural. Slightly just stress. My geography, my geography, my geography, my geography, my geography. Teacher, yeah.
My geography teacher.
So here, what you have to do, you have to go here, then like this. My geography, right? My
My geography
geography.
teacher
Hmm.
presented me with this awesome
Once
present.
again, once again, once again.
My geography teacher presented
Uh,
me presented me with his awesome
presented.
present.
This is verb. So presented. My geography teacher presented me with this awesome present.
Yes.
Okay, once again,
My
I'm not. I will not
geography
disturb this
teacher.
time.
Okay. My geography teacher presented me with his awesome present.
Okay, better. All right. Now, can you see that? My geography teacher presented me with this awesome present. Awesome present. Awesome is adjective. So first part is being highlighted. Awesome.
Yes,
Awesome.
correct. So now,
My geography teacher presented me with this awesome present. Right? So
right.
please do practice it. Do you have some time? Oh, we have only 5 minutes time. Okay. Ground rule six. Okay, let's finish this also. With reflexive pronouns. What is reflexive pronoun? Self.
Self one. Okay.
So these selves are called reflexive pronoun. And they can only be used when you have used the main pronoun. So sometimes people say myself, Ritesh. Myself, Ritesh. You might have heard this.
Correct.
People give introduction like this: myself, Ritesh, myself this, myself that. That is absolutely wrong. We say, I am Ritesh, my name is Ritesh, that's fine. This is Ritesh, all these are correct. But myself, Ritesh, is wrong because this is a reflexive pronoun. It cannot be used as a subject.
Okay.
So, when we talk about reflexive pronoun, the last syllable is stressed. Always myself, himself, itself, yourself, herself, ourselves. We don't say myself, we say myself. Remember, we don't say myself, we say myself. We don't say himself, himself, itself, herself, right?
Right.
So these were okay. This I think we'll do tomorrow. This is I think review of all these things. Wonderful. So we'll talk about some words. Okay. Today, any questions? Any confusion?
Nothing. I think we left with that rule number three something. I think that slide is not technically.
Where?
This
This
ground
one?
six, three, four. Third one, I think we missed out.
No, actually, the numbering
Okay.
is wrong with me.
No, no.
I'll correct it.
So the
Oh,
all rules are covered basically. Okay, that's
yeah,
fine.
all rules are covered. So I have the revision one, two, three here. Okay. Okay, got it. So this is one, two, three rule. I have done
Okay.
like this. One, two, three.
Okay.
Now this is 4, 5, and it is what 6. So no, it's fine. There is no
Okay.
mistake now. And this one is just extension of uh,
Ground.
ground rule extension. What is the ground rule? These are ground rules. 3.
Okay.
Okay. So what we discussed in terms of noun, first syllable, if it is a two-word syllable, first syllable, adjective also follows the same, first syllable. Verb takes the second syllable stress. 3 rules discussed. These are extensions. Number 4, when we have
Which is
tion, shun, and sion, zun, will have stress on second syllable from the last. Always, if you find any kind of word like this, tion, and having sion, always move here. This is the stressing point.
right. Correct.
So, yeah. And then rule 5, cy, ty, phy, gy, l.
This is
Okay.
third.
Now, for example, there is a word called psychology. How do you read it? Psychology. Where to stress?
Mm, psychology.
Yes, co. Psychology. Correct. Psychology. Co will get the stress. Psychology. And rest, we don't say logy, psychology. We can say logy kind of thing. Psychology, psychology, technology. We don't say logy because these are swa sound when it is being reduced. Technology, psychology, right?
What about the faculty? The same thing is there.
Where?
Faculty,
Okay, what is the spelling?
F-A-C-U-L-T-Y.
Faculty.
Faculty.
Fac- Faculty.
Faculty.
We don't say
Faculty.
faculty. Faculty. So fair will get distress. So just follow the rule. There may be some exceptions, yes, but generally this is the rule. We have to go to the third syllable, and that's how we
Mhm.
go about it. Okay, so it's eight. I think it's still